The mimic encounter. The wind howled through the barren trees, rattling branches against the windows of our small, isolated home. The night was heavy with shadows, every corner thick with a darkness that felt palpable alive even. My sister Lily and I sat in the living room, the dim glow of the fireplace the only light warding off the oppressive blackness beyond. Then came the knock. It was soft at first, almost hesitant. We both froze, glancing at each other with wide eyes. No one ever visited us this far from town, especially not at night. I felt the hairs on the back of my neck rise. Maybe it's just the wind, Lily whispered, her voice trembling. But then it came again, 3 deliberate knocks, firm and insistent. I stood, my legs heavy with dread. Peering through the window, I saw a figure standing just beyond the porch, cloaked in shadows. The shape was familiar, achingly so. "Mom." Lily's voice cracked with disbelief. I blinked, my breath catching in my throat. It couldn't be. Our mother had been gone for years. But there she was, or something that looked like her. Her face was pale and serene, lips curved into a gentle smile. She wore the same blue dress I remembered from childhood, the hem swaying in the cold wind. "Let me in, girls," the figure called, voice warm and coaxing. Lily moved toward the door, her steps quick with yearning. Panic gripped me. "Lily, wait," I hissed, grabbing her arm. "That's not Mom." She shook me off, her eyes glassy with emotion. "It's her. I know it is." The figure knocked again, more insistently this time. "Please, girls. It's cold out here." Every instinct screamed at me to run, to lock every door and window. But Lily was already reaching for the latch. Desperation fueled my movements as I lunged forward, trying to stop her. The door creaked open just a fraction enough for the night to breathe its icy chill into the room. And then I saw it. The thing that wore our mother's face. Its eyes shimmered with an unnatural gleam, too wide, too knowing. As it smiled, the edges of its lips stretched impossibly far, revealing teeth that glinted like shards of broken glass. The illusion flickered, and for a moment, I glimpsed what lay beneath a dark, twisted form, skin sleek and black as oil, limbs elongated and writhing. The mimic. It lunged forward, clawed hands reaching for Lily. She screamed, the sound raw and terrified. I grabbed her waist, pulling with all my strength, but the creature's grip was ironclad. My fingers brushed against its sleek flesh, and suddenly the world tilted. Visions flooded my mind, a swirling vortex of darkness and despair. I saw the mimic's origins, a formless entity born from shadows and fear, drawn to the hearts of the vulnerable. It learned by watching, by imitating. Each stolen face, each devoured soul, added to its grotesque collection. But I saw something else too, a flicker of uncertainty, a fracture in its malevolent resolve. Gritting my teeth, I focused on that weakness, pouring every ounce of defiance I had into my grip on Lily. "You can't have her," I snarled. The mimic shuddered, its form wavering. For a moment, it seemed to falter, its claws loosening. Then, with a guttural screech, it released Lily and stumbled back into the darkness. We collapsed onto the floor, gasping for breath. The night fell eerily silent, as though the world itself had been holding its breath. Lily clung to me, sobbing. "What was that?" she choked out. "The mimic," I whispered, my voice hollow. "It feeds on fear. But not tonight." We never saw it again. Whatever it had seen when I touched it, whatever fragment of humanity still lingered within its dark existence, had driven it away. Years have passed, but I still remember that night vividly. The darkness still calls from time to time, but I no longer fear it because I know that even the darkest shadows can be pushed back when you hold onto the light. But there's one thing I never told Lily. Sometimes, I hear a faint knock at the window late at night. When I dare to look, I catch a fleeting glimpse of something, not the mimic, but something else, watching from the edge of the forest. Its eyes burned with a knowing gleam, as if waiting for me to forget my fear, just once. And I wonder, did I truly drive the mimic away, or did I simply invite something worse?